Hi everyone, welcome back. So we are learning MB-800, that is Microsoft Dynamics 365, Functional Business Central Functional Consultant Associate. So parallelly, what I thought was like we can discuss and practice the questions to in order to face the exam. So I have already uploaded 5 questions on setting up the Business Central. Now let us see 6 to 10 questions. That is 10 questions. Okay, another 5 questions. I'm just sharing my screen. If you have missed the previous set of question, you can just go ahead to my channel. So this is my channel, Goms Tech Talks. So in this, if you just go ahead with the playlist, you can find the playlist that is MB-800 practice Q&A. Even it is there, as well as in this how to pass MB-800 exam playlist as well. Okay. If you are preparing for interview or something, you can also find the ebooks here. Okay, if you are planning for any interview, or if you require any projects with the code and everything, you can find it here. This link is in the description. Okay, so let us discuss the question number 6. The company has been using Dynamics 365 Business Central for many years. A new accounting manager for the company reviews the chart of accounts. Okay, the manager wants to remove some general ledger accounts. The check GL account usage um, field. Okay, so this is a field is selected in the general ledger setup. You need to assist with the account deletion. What is one requirement that enables deletion of general ledger account? So this is very important, and this is related to the general ledger account. So it is talking about like you have to general ledger account usage and you have to delete some account. So what you wanted to do, okay? So let us see the question options one by one. The first option is the account cannot be used in any posting group or posting setup. So if you wanted to delete something, you should, like we already discussed, right? In this particular video, you can find what is the general ledger account and everything. I have explained about that. Okay, COA. This particular thing you have to go through. Okay, this is a session 19. Already discussed that if you wanted to delete any general ledger account, it should not be related to any other, like it should not have a balance, like it should not have any amount which is currently in the transaction, and it should not have any other posting groups or the cannot be used anywhere. Okay, let us keep this in an option. Second one is the fiscal year needs to be closed. So this is actually wrong because closing the fiscal year does not affect whether you can delete general ledger account or not. Okay, so you can close or open years without deleting the accounts as well. The third one, so this is wrong. Okay, I'm just highlighting this as wrong. The third one, the general ledger account must be of the type balance sheet. This is also wrong because account type, like it can be a balance sheet versus income statement, okay, does not control the deletion part. And both type can be deleted if not used elsewhere. So this two is not the correct answer. Okay, so it can be a balance sheet, it can be the income statement, either way. But only this field does not affect your deletion. And the fourth one, the general ledger account is configured to allow for deletion. So there is no such option called allow for deletion. Setting in general account setup, like when you just open the general ledger account setup in your Business Central, you cannot see any option like this. Okay. What they have told is what you have to find what is the best way to do it. Okay. While reading the first option itself, I could feel that this is the right answer, but anyhow, you have to go through the other options as well, whether which one is correct. So the restriction is only about usage in the posting groups and entries and not in the configuration allow. There is no such a option available. So the option correct answer is the account cannot be used in any posting groups or a posting a setup. Okay, so if you feel like no Gomati, this is the wrong option, you can comment it below so that I will know what is like whether I'm going wrong or not. Okay, yes, so let us go to the seventh question here. I hope you understood what is the question. Okay, what is this question and how you are going to do that. Seventh question, you are implementing Dynamics 365 Business Central. The accounting manager of the company provides you with the chart of account. You need to set up a specific posting group according to the chart of account. Which setup should you use? And to answer, you have to drag the appropriate setup to the correct action. So this is the drag and drop. Okay, so what this option will be like, you will be given with the set of options in the left side, which is here in the setup. Okay, so here you have to just go ahead and you have to choose the correct one towards the right one. You have to drag something from here and drop it in the right side. Okay, this is what is all about. So let us just see. First one is automatic posting of received payment differences. So for this particular action, what kind of posting group you will be using it? Next one, automatic posting to the payable account, automatic posting to different work in the progress balance accounts depending on the location. So now let us understand what all these things. Okay, so first let us understand automatic posting of received payment differences. So what is this? This actually handled by the general posting setup. Okay, you have this general posting setup. Why? Because payment discounts, rounding differences, and similar adjustments are mapped in the general mapping. So for the first one, automatic posting of received payment differences should be like general posting setup should be matched with this. Second one, automatic posting to the payable account. So for this, you have to go with vendor posting group. Okay, why? Because payables are related to vendor. You are payable. Okay, so vendor posting groups defines the general ledger account, which is used for accounts payable. And the last one, automatic posting to a different work in progress balance account depending on the location. So this should be managed by inventory posting groups and inventory posting setup, according to my understanding. Okay, I'll tell you why. Basically, work in progress, that we call it as a WIP. Okay, varies depending on the inventory location. Fine. So this varies based on the location, and that is managed by inventory posting group and inventory posting setup, which map inventory to a different balance accounts by location. Okay, so this three is what the option here, like the general posting group, vendor posting group, and inventory posting groups, and the posting inventory posting setup. Okay, so this is what the answer for this. If you feel that okay, this is wrong, you just let me know. I hope you understood the thing. If you wanted to understand what is a posting group, again I'll tell you, go ahead and check this one, session 17. What is a posting group? Okay, you should understand what is posting group, then only you can answer this question. Let us go to the question number 8. Okay, an accounting manager provides you with a chart of accounts. The accounting manager wants you to configure the general posting setup. You need to complete the configuration. What are the three ways to complete the configuration? Each correct answer presents the complete solution. You have to find three correct answer for this. Okay, so what is this? So the accounting manager actually giving you the chart of accounts, and you should configure the general posting setup for this. Okay, so the first one, use the copy action to create new general posting setup card. Okay, so what is this? He already providing you with the chart of accounts. So let us just keep this as one some possible option. If in future, if I want, I can delete that. Okay, I will be deleting it. Use the copy action to create a new general posting setup card. Import a configuration package. Import a configuration package that contains a general posting group. Actually, importing the configuration package is a rapid start, which allows you to export import setup. Okay, if the manager already has a template, or you are prepared, if you have prepared one, this is the fastest way. So according to me, this is also the right one. Okay. Third one, use a suggest account action to create all possible posting setup. What is this basically? Suggest account doesn't exist in generally generate all the possible posting setup configuration. Instead, you manually define them or use copy or configuration package. This actually it's not possible there. It's not available. So I'm just making it red. Okay, so this is not possible for according to me. So I'm just making this red. Next, create a new general posting setup card and then suggest an account action. For me, this is also wrong because again, suggest an account is not valid here. This is a distractor basically. So suggest again, you can see, right? Suggest an account, suggest an account. So the same thing they have repeated. So what usually we will think is, what if you are not aware of what is a posting group, we will think that okay, in two options they have given suggest account, then this should be one of the option. But no, suggest account is not there. Okay. Finally, create a new general posting setup card and then use the copy action. This is correct. You can create a general posting setup card and you can create the copy action. This is an efficient if you are building variations. Okay. So according to me, A, B and E are the right answer. If you have any conflicts in the options, comment it below so that others will understand what it is. Okay. I'm just moving to the 9th question here. A company implements a Dynamics 365 Business Central. The database contains very few posted entries. You observe that the global dimension 1 is configured incorrectly. We discussed, right? You have two global dimensions and you have eight other dimensions. You have other 8 dimensions, right? So they are asking about the global dimension. Okay. You need to run the change global dimension function in a sequential mode to replace global dimension. The 4 actions you should you perform in sequence. What are the 4 actions you have to perform in sequence? They are asking about it. Okay, to answer, move the appropriate action from the list. So here from this list, you have to move the block to the answer area in the proper sequence. Okay. So this question is, you need to change the global dimension 1 because it was configured incorrectly. Database has a very few entries, so you can do it in the sequential mode. So what you have to do? So the very first thing is like sign out of Business Central and sign in back. You already know that this is not at all relevant to this. What is the purpose of signing out and signing in? So this will happens automatically after change is processed. So don't worry, but not the part of the step. So let me just delete this. Okay, this is not the part of the step. So sign out is not possible. Select the new dimension. This is basically possible. This is actually one of the thing. Okay, let me just write this option first. This can be one of the option. Select the new dimension. Okay, dimension. So this is one, but I'm not telling this is the first sequence. This is a one. Okay, and then open the general ledger setup. Yes, this is also required. And let us just decide the sequence later. I just wanted to delete which one is not there. Okay, so that is what I'm just doing. Select the change global dimension action. Yes, this should also be there because we have to change the global dimension option, right? Global dimension action. Okay, and select start action. Yes, this should be there because I know select the prepare action is not really required because this is actually used in the parallel mode, not in the sequential mode. So select the prepare action. Sorry, select the start action. Okay. This 4 should come in the sequence. Let us just plan. I'll tell you, open the general ledger comes as the first option, and then select and change the global dimension comes in the second sequence. The third one is select the new dimension will comes in the third sequence. Okay, let me just copy this and paste it here. Okay, and finally select start action will come as the fourth one. Okay, select the start action. So this is what the sequence according to my understanding. So the first one, that's where the global dimension are defined. So you have to open the general ledger setup because they have given that as an option. Second one is select the global dimension action. This opens the global dimension page. Okay. Third one is select the new dimension because you have to choose which dimension should replace the old dimension, global dimension 1. The fourth one is select the start action. Okay. This is required because in sequential mode, you don't need to prepare separately. You just start the process. Since the DB has very few entries they have mentioned, so you can simply start the process there. Okay, so this is the option answers according to me. Let me just go ahead with the last question for the today's session. Your company requires a robust financial setup in Microsoft Dynamics 365 Business Central to handle the increased volume of transaction. You need to ensure that the general ledger setup is configured to support multi-currency transactions and period fiscal reporting. What should you do? Each correct answer presents part of the solution. You have to choose 3. Okay, so what you should do, the first one, specify the currency code for the local currency and then set up an additional reporting. So the thing, what is they really require is what you can configure the multi-currency transaction as well as the periodic financial reporting in the general ledger setup. Okay, so they are specifying the currency code. It's like actually you have to specify the currency code. Okay, you have to specify the currency code for the local currency setup and additional reporting. This is basically required according to my understanding. Why? Because in general ledger setup, you specify local currency code and then you have to additionally report additional reporting currency. Like you have to say like if it is a foreign currency or something, this is a key for multi-currency reporting. So you have to do this. The second one, configure accounting period for accurate financial report. For me, this is also correct. Why? Because accounting period must be defined for closing, reporting, and ensuring the accuracy of the financial statement. So this is required. Enable application of ledger entries in different currencies as a sole currency management strategy. For me, this is wrong because application of entries across currencies is possible. So, but it's not the sole strategy. Okay, you need a currency setup, exchange rate LCY, additional reporting, and the currency. This option is misleading actually. So, I will not go ahead with this. Next one, arrange the automatic bank deposit to manage multi-currency transactions. This is wrong because bank deposit or cash management. Um, it comes under cash management. They don't configure the multi-currency in the general ledger setup. So this is also wrong. Okay. So this does not apply for the general ledger account. So sorry, multi-currency. Create a separate chart of accounts for each currency involved in the transaction. Again, Business Central use one chart of accounts with LCY plus currency label. So you don't create a separate COA for the currency. So you, as I told, COA is one and you will be creating a general ledger for multiple things. So this is also wrong. Finally, set up invoice rounding details to handle multi-currency transaction. This should be correct because rounding settings in GL setup like invoice rounding precisions in account are important for handling currency decimals and exchange rates or exchange rates difference. So this is also correct according to me. So these three are correct. If you have any questions or if you feel like, no, Gomati, the answer is not correct, this is what correct, you can just comment it below so that others will get familiar with the answers and everything. Okay, so just let me know in the comment whether you are comfortable with the parallel practice questions as well, or if you want something more in order to prepare these questions. Okay, so learn this and let me know. Thank you. This is all for today. We will meet tomorrow. Take care. Bye bye.